There is a silent power. The way a man speaks is the way he moves through the world, an expression of his discipline, his self-control, and the quiet power he wields over himself. A high-value man does not raise his voice in anger, nor does he whisper in deceit. His words are measured, his presence unwavering. He is not ruled by impulse, but by reason, and in every interaction he seeks to uplift, never to manipulate. This is the way of the Stoic. 1. He speaks with intent, not emotion. Imagine the storm. The winds howl, the sky rages, but the mountain does not move. A man of value is this mountain. He does not let his words be carried away by impulse or passion. He tempers them, choosing clarity over chaos, wisdom over wrath. Many men crumble in the face of beauty, losing themselves in flattery or desperation. The high-value man, however, sees a woman not as an object to be won, but as a soul to be understood. He speaks with purpose, detached from the need for approval. If you are disturbed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment of it. Marcus Aurelius 2. He values silence more than empty words. The foolish man believes he must always have something to say. The wise man understands that silence holds more weight than meaningless noise. We have seen them, the men who fill the air with bravado, speaking only to impress, to be heard, to validate their fragile sense of self. The high-value man listens more than he speaks. His words, when they do emerge, carry the force of thought, not the weight of insecurity. 3. He does not seek validation. There is a weakness in those who rely on others to confirm their worth. They shape their words to please, to be accepted, to avoid rejection. This is not the way of the Stoic. The man of value knows his worth is not contingent on the approval of others. He does not bend his words to fit the expectations of a woman, nor does he fear rejection. His voice is steady because it does not waver in the face of opinion. 4. He does not engage in pettiness or drama. A high-value man does not lower himself to the realm of gossip, jealousy, or manipulation. He does not let the actions of another dictate his state of mind. When faced with pettiness, he does not retaliate. He walks away, knowing that true strength lies in his ability to master himself, not others. Seneca reminds us, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. 5. He speaks with kindness, but not weakness. Kindness is not submission. It is the strength of a man who does not need to prove himself through dominance or cruelty. There are men who mistake cruelty for power, who think that dismissiveness makes them strong. But the high-value man knows that true strength is in mastery over himself. He does not degrade. He does not belittle. His kindness is an extension of his confidence. 6. He does not over-explain himself. The more a man explains his worth, the less valuable he seems. There are those who trip over themselves in conversation, desperate to justify their actions, to convince others of their intentions. But the Stoic man does not engage in needless explanations. He knows that his actions speak louder than words, and those who matter will understand without excessive elaboration. 7. He does not react. He responds. A woman tests a man, not out of malice, but to see if he is steady, if he can hold his ground. The weak man reacts, anger, frustration, insecurity. The high-value man responds, calm, calculated, unaffected. Epictetus taught us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 8. He does not seek to impress, only to be. A man who constantly seeks to impress is a man who does not yet know himself. He speaks in hyperbole, in grand gestures, in exaggerated tales of his greatness. But the high-value man, he lets his presence speak for itself. A woman does not remember the man who tried too hard. She remembers the one who was effortlessly himself, who did not seek approval because he already had his own. 9. He keeps his word. Always a man's word is his bond. It is the measure of his character. A high-value man does not promise what he cannot deliver. He does not use words to manipulate, nor does he say what he does not mean. A woman respects a man whose words match his actions, whose integrity is unshaken. If he says he will do something, he does it. His word is not conditional, it is absolute. 10. He seeks growth over validation. The high-value man does not speak to win favor. He speaks to understand, to grow, to sharpen his mind. He sees every interaction as a lesson, not a performance, but a chance to refine his wisdom. In every conversation, he asks himself, is this making me stronger, wiser, more disciplined? If not, he walks away, for he knows that time spent in fruitless talk is time wasted. This is the way of the Stoic. This is the path of the high-value man. His voice does not waver, his words do not falter. He is a mountain among men, unshaken by the winds of emotion, unmoved by the tides of opinion. His words, like his actions, are measured, disciplined, and absolute. For in the end, the greatest strength a man can possess is not in the force of his hands, nor in the power of his wealth, but in the mastery of himself.